Welcome to lesson number 17 of your spoken English course with Alina Reis. Today in this lesson, we are going to be talking about 5 biggest mistakes that English learners commit. Let's start by talking about the first one. Waiting to get perfect before speaking. This is a foolish strategy. We've already spoken about this, and let me throw some more light on this. When you try and perfect your grammar, do a lot of exercises in English, perfect your tenses, improve your vocabulary, and doing all this while you are waiting to speak. You say to yourself that, all right, let me first perfect my grammar. Once I'm sure that I will not make a mistake in grammar, only then I'm going to start speaking English. Now, there is an aversion to making mistakes, which should not be the case. You should not be scared of making mistakes because you're a learner. When you learn anything new, you make mistakes. When you learn how to cycle, you fall down a few times. It's normal. Nobody learns to cycle without falling down, tripping once or twice. It's okay. It's all right. Now let's get to mistake number 2. Second is speaking too fast. I never speak fast. I don't even think I'm capable of speaking fast because this is just not my habit. I've never trained my mind on doing so. Even when I'm talking in my mother tongue, which is Hindi, I don't speak fast. It's like a normal thing for me to go slow with my words. Because when you speak fast, there are too many downsides to it. First of all, you fumble more. Secondly, people pay less attention to you. Why does that happen? Because when you take your time with your words and you're pacing your words out, what is happening is you're drawing more weight to your words. You're adding more weight to the words. You are being more articulate. You're being more clear. You're enunciating well. You're giving each sound the due importance. Each sound in a word, due importance. So you just sound attractive overall. And people tend to pay more attention to you when you do so. So just observe how I'm speaking with you through these course videos. I'm relaxed. I take my time. And that is something that you probably appreciate. So why don't you learn the same way? Let's get to point number 3. Roller coaster of learning and not learning. We rely too much on our feelings. Sometimes maybe something has happened. We felt embarrassed because of our poor English, or maybe we had to give a presentation someplace, present something, and we could not do it well, and we are so charged up. I have to learn English. This is something that I have to conquer. This is something that I'm gonna do now, and I'm not going to get over this. I have to complete it. But what happens is that phase of charge, or you may say that ego hurt, is over in a few days, and your passion, your enthusiasm for learning is gone. And then you forget about learning English for a good phase of maybe months, 2, 4 months, 5 months. And this continues like this. There is a phase you want to learn, then there is a phase you are not interested, and then again something happens and you want to learn. There is an interview and you want to perform well, so you want to learn again, and then again you forget about it, and this goes on and on and on. And what happens is that you spend years and years thinking that I cannot be fluent in English, and this is something that I'm wasting my time on, and this is not going to happen for me. But what actually happening is that you are not giving it devoted time. You are giving too many pauses to your learning. Don't do that. Just start and finish. Taking up this course is a brilliant step. I have pointed out all your mistakes. I've pointed out all the errors you're committing on the way of learning English. And I've given you solutions. I've given you tips. I've given you all these tools. I've given you homework activities. I've pushed you to the limit I can. Now, the only thing that you have to do is be diligent with your learning. Be sure that you want to do this and continue to learn till the time you feel that you have gotten good enough. Okay, let's get to point number 4. Avoiding situations that require you to speak English. what you're doing is you're feeding and you're reinforcing your fear. Every time you avoid a situation where you can speak English, maybe there's a presentation at the office, or maybe some seminar, or you maybe have a phone call with an international client, or and what you're trying to do is that you're trying to push those events on other people. Hey, I am busy. Can you please take this call with the client? Hey, I will not be able to attend the seminar. Hey, I can't be the speaker. Are you doing this? Are you avoiding all these situations? You are reinforcing your fear. You're telling your mind you're incapable of doing this. You're incapable of speaking in front of people in English. And I don't need to tell you if this is right or wrong. You know it for yourself. You've got to be uncomfortable. It's all right to be uncomfortable when you're learning something, because it's going to pay you so well in your future. It's going to like literally decorate your future. And it's all right to pay the price right now. Right? Let's move to point number 5, which is the last one on the list. Believing that you can never be fluent in English. Then why can millions of other people who are just like you? So stop believing the wrong things. Start telling your mind the right signals. If you will believe that you cannot, you will be right. You will prove yourself right. Okay? There's a very good quote on this topic somewhere I've read. I don't remember the exact words. It was something like, you believe you can or you believe you cannot. Either ways, you're right. Powerful. I'll see you in lesson number 18.